important to think of as just spending season, right? Whether it's actually Black Friday, Cyber Monday, whatever, and we'll talk about this a little bit more. But especially this year, it seems like it's just people have their wallets open, right? And so it's crucial as a marketer to make sure you have your hand in their wallet versus just letting other retailers, competitors, whatever it may be, take some of that share.
Yeah, I mean, it really did. It used to be a one-day thing, and that was the day, and everybody built up for it, and people were waiting in lines outside of stores, and they had the perks to get you to stand in line. I mean, it's just not the case anymore, right? It is a month-long thing, and it keeps going even after Cyber Monday, right? People will extend their deals, so it's this month window. You're exactly right. It's a season of the year where it's fair game. People are willing and ready to spend money. Even if they are still sticking to only selling stuff on Black Friday, they are emailing people well before Black Friday, getting you to think about the deals. So at least you're kind of earmarking some of your cash for them so that you don't spend it on someone else who's already started to sell stuff. Like it's a thing all month long. People are trying to get in people.
I think that's the biggest message here is whether you're giving the deals only available on Black Friday, that's fine. But I think you need to start priming people for it now because all the other retailers in the world are, right? And so essentially you need to get to the top of the priority list for how that person's going to divvy up that share of their wallet because it's open at this point. So I think how that relates to travel specifically is we hear a lot from partners, well, we don't really do retail, so we're not really going to participate in Black Friday. But you do take people's money away from them, right? So I would again argue that people are spending money. You should do what you can to get to the front of that line for when people have their wallets open.
And you made a great point, Kurt, when we were talking about this earlier, that retail is such a huge driver of all this, but in a year like this one with supply chain issues and just sort of like the fatigue from the room full of crap that you have at your house, like we are such a well-positioned kind of solution for both of those things. There's no shipping required. It's not going to add another pile of stuff into it that your garage that you still can't park your car in. Like it's a perfect message. It's a perfect angle to kind of get into people's minds during a time like this when, they're excited about saving $30 on a Nest Cam, but they already have a camera and they already those sort of fatigues with just stuff. If you buy a bike from Fazari right now, you're not going to get that bike in time to put under the Christmas tree. And it's the same sort of thing with travel, right? You can't take that vacation and put it under the tree. But what they've done is they've said, look, we're going to sell our bikes at our normal price. They're not going to discount, which I think is super smart. But if you buy, we're going to give you a little gift box that you can put under the tree, something that is tangible, so that even though the bike will come in March or June, there's still something for that person you're giving this to open. And I love that idea. And I think, Kurt, you mentioned that with travel, just doing something similar so that you have that tangible thing to give on as a gift. Where think of golf right now, where amazing amounts of demand. There are golf resorts that are booked out for a long time in the future. I mean, a year plus sometimes. And the thing that I saw was simply I think it was a pro shop credit. Like it was the classic gift cards of you spend $100 or you spend $80 and get $100 of value or something like that. But it was the gift card was only for an in-person pro shop. And I really like that, right? You are in the game of getting people to come to a physical location, and they just sold something that could only be used by coming to the physical location. And no one's going to just to go to to Myrtle Beach to spend $100 in credit. They're going to book something, or if they've already booked, they're going to now buy some swag that they'll rep back at the office at the water cooler or whatever. So there are a lot of ways to tackle that, where you can give people value, but only make sure it's value that aligns to your bigger goal. Bigger goals of getting people to actually travel to your location.